Hey everyone, Matt with Final Rise here, and in this video I wanted to do a deep dive on the Final Rise Sidekick system. Starting at the very top of the system, we want to talk about our shoulder harness. Now in this harness we do not use any sort of padding. It's a very thin profile. This allows it to lay very flat to your body and conform to the contour of many different body shapes. Another reason we do not use any type of padding is because that is going to change the way that you mount your gun. Padding is going to change the length of pull, and anytime you're introducing hardware, buckles, or anything like that, specifically where that gun belongs, you're going to cause a lot of problems in the field. On either side of the shoulder harness, we have horizontal webbing locations. That's for clipping on a carabiner or attaching one of our handheld pouches, and it's going to give you a lot of different options to really set your handheld up to your personal liking. Following that, we've got this adjustable sternum strap. There's about 2 inches of adjustment up and down, and then you're able to use this small 3/4 inch buckle to adjust the width. Ideally, we want that harness to run across the front of your chest, again, leaving that shoulder pocket open for proper gun mount. On the front of the vest here, down at the waist belt, we have a nice 2-inch buckle, very durable and robust, and we have a unique routing system that this webbing loops back into the front end of the waist belt and pulls forward to adjust. So you don't have to try and cinch it away from yourself. You can pull them individually and walk the vest down. It allows it to cinch down very, very tightly and distribute the weight evenly. Also on the front of every Final Rise waist belt, we have some D-rings sewn in on the sides. That's you can clip on a handheld, a GPS, a radio, anything like that that you need to tether off of your vest and hang it for easy access in the field. Following the harness around to the back, again, we have an easy grab handle. There's no padding here. It's going to lay very flat to your body. And at the bottom of here, connecting into the game bag, this is what we refer to as the yoke. Now what the yoke does is it adjusts the overall torso length, or basically the distance from the bottom of the shoulder harness to the top of the game bag. So depending on your height, if you're short, that shoulder harness in that bag will be a little bit closer. If you're a little bit taller, obviously that will need to lengthen out. Now one of the unique things about the Sidekick system is that the shoulder harness is 100% removable. It's very modular. By removing this yoke, you're able to take the shoulder harness off. So if you're training or you're running in trials, you can have a very minimal platform. Moving into the game bag specifically, the Sidekick was designed to really provide an ultralight platform for quail hunters, professional trainers, or people that like competition such as trials and different things like that. And what we wanted to do was take your standard training or dove belt and add a lot of different features, add a lot of versatility to that. The goal was really to ramp it up and add organization and some of the features that we felt that this vest needed to have for the applications it was designed for. And what I mean by that is a quail hunter obviously needs water. Where quail live is primarily very warm. So having a bag that wasn't bladder compatible or didn't work with water bottles didn't make a lot of sense, even in dove hunting. And so we wanted to add a lot of those features that had been removed into the very minimal platform. So on the back here, we have a large zippered pocket. We've got double zippers either way. A lot of organization is going to be able to be added here. On either side of the game bag, there's also 2 zippered pouches. They're about 4 inches in length and great for handhelds, flashlights, or small, narrow things that you need to be able to fit in there. At the top of it, we've got this 2-inch buckle that you're able to open entirely, which is really nice for cleaning it out when you're training. And it also gives you the ability to add larger birds into the bag. You can adjust the back of this buckle right here. That adjusts the width, or you can cinch it back down. And so depending on the type of bird that you're hunting, whether that's grouse in the early season or you're hunting quail, you can really scale how big these openings are on either side. You can also adjust on both sides with these ladder lock lashes. You're able to cinch those away from your body. And again, so you've got 3 different points that you can adjust how this bag is going to work and how you're going to load it. And as mentioned, on the inside, we do have a sleeve that is compatible with a water bladder. Now you do need to use a lumbar style bladder. Obviously a vertical is not going to hang here. We have that 2-inch buckle that's in the way, but a lot of 1.5 to 2 liter lumbar bladders are going to be able to fit in that pouch. You can route the hose out the side. You can run it up the top through the shoulder harness and down over your shoulder. Just a lot of different options. And so really we feel like we've accomplished our goal of taking a very minimal platform but enhancing it with a lot of really rich features. Directing you guys' attention to the water bottle holsters here. These are attached specifically to the waist belt. You're able to have these holders which hold 2 32-ounce water bottles. So combine that with the water bladder, you've got anywhere from 130 to 142 ounces of water. So a lot of water carrying capacity, again, in a very minimal package. These water bottles are located that they're going to sit behind your elbow, so it's not going to be in the way as you're hunting, carrying your gun, but it's in a readily accessible location that it's easy to grab, water a dog or yourself, put them back in, and continue hunting. Next, I wanted to dive into the foundation of every Final Rise vest system, and that is our waist belt and lumbar pad. In my hand here, I have my personal Sidekick vest that I've been using to train and recreate in this summer. I'm also going to be running it during early grouse season because it's so nice and lightweight. Well, you'll notice that the width of this waist belt is considerably wider than a standard waist belt or pant belt that you would find. The reason for that is it's going to provide more surface contact, which is going to hold the weight a lot better under load. This lumbar pad is going to fill the small void in the small of your back to, again, ensure that there's more surface contact around your body. Ultimately, this whole concept is to remove any type of pressure or discomfort in the shoulder harness, and is the very reason that we can get away with not putting padding in there without jeopardizing the comfort. The last feature to touch on is our minimal shell pouches that will come equipped on the Sidekick system. It's a dual zipper clamshell style that opens over the top. You can open it either direction. It's big enough for a box of shells or any of the essentials that you need going into the field. In summary, if you're looking for a very minimal quail, dove training setup, something that's very versatile, is plug and play, can be worn with or without a shoulder harness, the Sidekick system offers all the features that you need and none of the nonsense that you don't. Check them out at finalrise.com, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We'd be happy to help.